Hey guys, what's happening? It's Sean1604 coming at you with my first video in my new Football Manager 2013 series. Now, I've spent a bit of time here thinking what team I wanted to go, what kind of challenge I wanted to do, and all the rest of it. I was going to do a random challenge and everything like that, and I just didn't really know what to do. So I'd already actually recorded a video, kind of getting a wee bit off topic anyway, but at the start, but anyway. I recorded a video for a random team, and it was recorded in ROM resolution and all the rest of it. Same trouble I had with Bioshock Infinite. If anyone's watched my my playthrough for that, it was the same issue I had with that. So I just decided to scrap everything because it didn't look very good and just basically start again and start from scratch. So as I said, I've been thinking about what kind of challenge I wanted to do. I was considering going into the Championship in England. Then I thought, well, I've never actually managed on Football Manager anyway, never managed in the Premiership in England. I've always done, in Scotland or Spain or, places like that. I've never actually done a Championship, Premier League, team. So, and then I was starting to think, well, what do I want to do? I don't want to do one of the big four teams like Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and those kind of ones. I didn't want to do anyone like that because it's just not really what I want to do in the game, to be honest. So I was trying to think of a mid to bottom table team. Do I want to be doing relegation battle? Do I want to be doing, pushing for European spots? What exactly do I want to do? So I was bouncing about between a couple of different teams. Reading, QPR, Norwich, those kind of teams all took my interest. So did Stoke as well, Sunderland. I kind of eventually landed on Swansea. As the team that I'm probably going to go with to start with. It's not going to be guaranteed that I'm staying with this team. I don't exactly know how it's going to work going forward, but this is certainly, I think, what I'm going to start with anyway. So basically the way it's going to work is I'm going to jump in, show you some stuff for the team, and then I'm going to build up a bank of a few videos, and then I'll start posting them out to you guys. I've put myself as a professional football player, ex-professional, so I thought I'll put it in as if I was coming in out of a game, maybe got injured and couldn't play any teams anymore, and thought maybe I'd go into management. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it, as my management style coming in. Although a lot of the managers nowadays are obviously ex-players, so that's what I'm kind of going for with this save. So obviously Swansea City, they're the only Cardiff are the other one that obviously could be potentially coming into the Premiership next season if they do win the Championship in this save. I was considering going Cardiff, but then I thought, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to be the one that tries to get promotion? And I was kind of swaying between the two, but I mean they were predicted to be first in the Championship, so I didn't really know if that would be too much of a challenge to actually win the Championship. So I thought may as well go with Swansea. I think the main goal of being Swansea is to keep them in the Premier League in the first season, and then maybe try and push on from there. So quickly run through a few different things here. So they're worth 76 million, which in relative terms for some of the other teams in here is not too bad, but it's not amazing. Like I think West Brom are 82, Tottenham are 718, so that just gives you an idea of the difference. Wigan are 55, so they're actually worth more overall than Wigan, and that's not so bad. Sunderland are 100 million, but they've got quite a large loan debt, and I think West Ham are the same. They're worth quite a lot more, but they've got quite a big loan debt. So the good thing with Swansea is there's no loan debt, so I'm not going to have to pay back money every month and things like that, which is good. And they've got average training facilities, adequate use facilities. That's something that I'm always looking at when I go into a team, what kind of facilities they've got, and they don't actually have too great facilities, so I'm probably going to need to try and upgrade these if I can get any money from the board to actually do that. And we'll jump in and look at the squad here. So, obviously the main goalkeeper is Michael Vorm, who I've seen in real life obviously play on different matches, and he is a really quality goalkeeper. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can develop to be in the game. He's 28, so he's sort of at the pinnacle, just coming towards his peak of being a goalkeeper. Usually that's about sort of between 28 and 32. That's usually the pinnacle of the goalkeeping, so he should be good to work with. Going through here, the sort of defenders list, you've got Ben Davies, who's a really good left back. Chico, who I've seen play obviously a couple of times, is a wee bit, his style was a bit strange, shall we say. He's not always the most normal style, but he's obviously a good player. Ashley Williams is obviously a good player as well. Kyle Bartley was on loan from Arsenal at Rangers, and is that the same guy? Am I thinking of someone else? Hold on a minute, let's see. Yeah, no, I was thinking the same person. I was getting myself confused, yeah. So he was on loan from Arsenal to Rangers, and then Swansea obviously bought him last season for £1 million. I've seen him play, I think, for Swansea, but I don't think he gets too much game time. But so, we'll see how he develops as well. Going forward here down the list, we've got Liam Britton, who is one of the most quality players, really good central midfielder, really good central midfielder, solid. Can see his teamwork here in 20, work rate 19, so he's a really solid box to box sort of guy. I would say he's up and down all over the place. One of my favourite players seen playing, and I think he's really exciting when I watch him, is Wayne Routledge. I think he's a really good attacking player. He's got a good pace and acceleration and fitness and stuff like that, so he's a good player to watch. I've got Ki Sung Young, who came from Celtic, so obviously I'm very familiar with his kind of work. He's a good player. He's still young, he's 23 when this game starts, so he should develop into a good player. His physical stats aren't great, apart from his stamina. The rest of his physical stats aren't great, but he's got good technique, good penalty taking, he's a good free kick taker, or decent free kick taker, so I think he has a lot of areas where he could develop and possibly be a really good player. Your main striker obviously is Michu, who is obviously everyone's aware of how good this boy is. That's seen him play. He's just got such physical presence, as well as having really good finishing. Obviously, and this is 16, so that's getting to the point where he's one of the better finishers in the game. It's worth 12 million. So I'm assuming I'll probably get some interest in him when I start the game. I would have thought, he's one of the players that will probably get interest from either other people in the Premier League, or maybe maybe even someone in Spain. Obviously here he came from a Spanish background, so you maybe find that he may get some interest from other Spanish teams. So that's just a quick rundown of the players. Their second highest rated player is this Pablo Hernandez. I've seen him play a couple of times. I've not actually seen him play that much, but I've seen him play a couple of times. I know he's a good player as well. So I'm just going to have to get used to the team, obviously, and used to the challenges, and we'll see where we go with it. I'll quickly jump in and just continue, just so we can get the game started, and we'll save it as random. No, it's not random team, is it? It's Swansea. Save. Can't spell Swansea apparently. Right, there we go. So that's saving, and that's the one we'll go with. That's the one we'll post. And as I said, I'll build up a bank of probably 2 or 3 videos, and then I'll start posting them out to you guys. If you have any comments on the new series, what you guys would want to see out of it, then obviously post them. Please like the video, and obviously subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm going to be trying to post this up, as well as my Bioshock walkthrough. If you haven't already seen that, obviously check that out as well. I may post a link somewhere down in the description if you want to go and have a look at that. And that's what we're going to do. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.